Welcome back. So this has been the season of the East ERAB so far in Nick 10 boys basketball, and a lot of players and people deserve credit for that.
But probably none more than senior guard Chris Burnell. He is the leader of the team on the floor, and with all his accomplishments, he just might be Mr. ERAB in the sport of basketball. He's in our Sports Connection Spotlight. The ERABs have piled up win after win this season, 29 so far, a school record. They've cut down the nets as Nick 10 champions, the first East team to win the conference in 38 years. There's a lot of talent on this team, but no one is more valuable than Chris Burnell is.
Just one kid is, as good as Chris, if he comes through your program, that can change, can change your program as a whole from top to bottom.
Burnell's first exposure to East basketball came when he was a youngster, and he went to the games looking up to former ERABs like Isaiah Box and Steve McNeese.
I used to play for the Rockford Ambassadors, and my coach, Reggie Biffle, used to always take me to the games every Friday night. I watched a lot of players play at this program, so I actually looked up to all of them.
Fred Van Vliet is another player Burnell watched with interest while Van Vliet was playing at Auburn. Everyone Burnell watched, he studied.
Every time I watch the game of basketball, I always try to pick up something from somebody.
By the time he enrolled at East, everyone began watching Burnell. He was thrown into the ERAB's varsity lineup as a freshman. Was that a little bit intimidating at first?
Yeah, I was nervous when I first got out there. I had the bubble gut, so I just had to get used to it. The physicality and the speed of the game, I wasn't used to it.
When you move a freshman up, a lot of times they kind of get this idea that they're kind of here, they've arrived, and they don't have to continue to keep working on their game because they're already good enough to be here. So we're a little worried about that.
But those fears rapidly went away when Burnell began excelling almost immediately. And he never let his early success go to his head. He kept working each year, improving to the point where now he's East all-time leading scorer. He passed up East legend Skip Thureen in late December.
He's a nice player. He accomplished a lot. He played in the ABA, and it means a lot for me to break somebody's record that did a lot of things in life.
But it's not his scoring ability that makes Burnell stand out. It's his consistency and his ability to do a little or a lot of everything. In addition to being East all-time leading scorer, he's also second in career assist and likely to move into first place very soon. He's also third in East history in career rebounds. How important was it for you to be a well-rounded player and do a little bit of everything and not just be a scorer or one-dimensional?
Yeah, it's very important because, in the game, once they know that you can score, they can take that away. So you got to be able to do something else to give your team a boost or something, because you just can't be out there for no reason. You got to be giving your team some type of effort while you're on the court.
Have you ever coached a more well-rounded player than Chris?
Not as well-rounded. And what's so great about him is he's always kind of adapted to the personnel around him, and it just says a lot about him as a kid, his character, and who he is as a person, because he just wants to win. He wants to do what's best for the team and not what maybe is best for his individual self.
Burnell is a coach's dream, a team guy, a guy who not only stays out of trouble, but who mentors the younger players. And he's a young man who knows how the game of basketball should be played.
That's what's been so fun about coaching him and having him in the program for 4 years is he and I have a good rapport, and we kind of see the same things out there. I've even asked him, I said, are you going to be a coach someday, because I can see it in you, and he said, oh yes, most definitely.
The future can wait for Burnell. There are still games and championships to be won at East as a player. What's made this season so much fun for Burnell is there are so many other talented players on this team that he doesn't feel burdened to have to carry the load. He simply has to do his part. How much fun is it to play with these guys?
Oh, it's a lot of fun because you can see people do stuff that you haven't seen before, and you be on the team to see it firsthand during the game. And it's just fun, just knowing that you got somebody else to score, somebody else to rebound, just somebody else a whole team of people that just play hard and just want to give it they all every time they step on the court.
And Chris will tell you that one of the most important people in his life is his older brother, Charles. The two played together a couple of years at East, and Chris says Charles has taught him a lot, and Charles has acted as a bit of a father figure for Chris.
That's awesome. So what is next for Burnell? Maybe college ball?
Yeah, well, he does have some offers from some schools like Winona State and Quincy, but he's waiting until after the season when more offers are likely to come in, and then he'll make a decision.
All right. Well, stick around. We lock in on the Hononegah girls next. They're getting ready for super sectional action, and right